I understand a lot of us have very busy lives nowadays, and it's quite hard to find time to do the things that we really want to do. The majority of us spend our time at work or at school, and by the time the day is almost over, we have no energy to do anything that we've actually wanted to do. And there will be days where I'm literally sitting in the car all day, or I will be sitting in an office chair all day, and I can't say to myself once I get home, wow, I'm so tired, I can't wait to do nothing. As far as I'm concerned, I've literally done nothing all day. How could I be tired? Like, I understand that doing paperwork or answering emails or answering phone calls or doing anything office related can be very mentally draining, but in actuality, I have not accomplished a single thing today that I have wanted to do. But I've gotten to sit down all day, and now I can't just go home and be like, all right, now I'm gonna sit down some more, watch TV, and then just go to bed. Like, I can understand wanting me time or being tired, but in actuality, are you tired or are you just lazy? Like, so many people will come up with these excuses like they just don't have enough time. But how do some people accomplish so much in one day and others only come up with excuses? Like, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, so how is this possible? So think of it this way: if you don't have time now and you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, what makes you think that you're gonna have time later? Like, literally nothing is going to change. Like, of course I understand if you're a student or something like that, but I'm talking about people who have settled into their particular lifestyle, and this is it. The harsh reality is, for those of us who may have not gone to school or maybe they dropped out of school, is that what you have right now, that's it. Like, nothing changes. If you're somebody who is settled into a 9-to-5 job and you're no longer striving towards anything anymore, you're not pushing yourself to progress at anything, then this is it. What you got is what you got. A lot of people are just kind of floating through life thinking that things are just gonna progress on their own, because when we were younger, that's kind of how things happened. When we are younger and we're being pushed through the school system, for example, things kind of do just happen on their own. We progressively go through all the different grades and then we're just done one day. But once we're on the other side of the school system and nobody's really pushing us anymore, we end up in this place I like to call young adult purgatory. So what does that mean? Basically, we're just waiting around for something to happen. We're not doing anything to progress, nothing's getting any worse, but we're not moving. But up until this point, all we've ever known is that we just get pushed through these systems and things just happen. But now that you're on the other side, we for some reason think that's still going to happen. Like, based on nothing, you're going to just magically get a good job. Based on nothing, you're just going to get married and have a perfect life with no effort. But honestly, just by being aware that that's not what's going to happen, that scares me. But it scares me in a good way. It scares me to action. It scares me to make me want to move. And I'll admit, like, it took a couple years for me to see it, but eventually the pain of staying the same outweighed the pain of changing. And one of the reasons why I think you should be hustling and pushing yourself to do things when no one else is pushing you is not so that you can make a ton of money. Money will come and go. It's so that you have time to do the things that you really want to do. Money is only a result of your efforts. It allows you to have richness in your options on how you spend your time, so you can actually do what you want to do. And honestly, as much as people think it, they don't want to have $1 million in the bank so they can have $1 million in the bank. They want what the $1 million can do, which is give them freedom. So to be perfectly straight, I'm definitely not money hungry, but I am time hungry. Very time hungry. It's just unfortunate that in society, time is money. Like, you've heard the saying. There's an old saying that goes, if you really want to grow trees, pray for rain, but don't forget to water your seeds. Chase your dreams. Don't find yourself trapped in this young adult purgatory where if you do nothing, nothing will ever happen. Like, it's not a coincidence that we see these people that are in their 40s and 50s that are working at grocery stores or fast food chains, mopping floors or stocking shelves. Like, for some reason, we'll see these things and they'll go right over our head, or even worse, we will think that that will never happen to us. Yet, we're doing nothing to make sure that that's true. So honestly, if you can take anything away, ask yourself, what am I doing? What am I striving for right now? Honestly, this is a scary question, because for a lot of us, the answer might actually be nothing. And of course, nobody wants to admit that they're doing nothing. But I see a lot of people that are really, really unhappy with their situation, but they're not doing anything to change it. They still have that mentality that it's going to be pushed through a system and things are just gonna happen and life will just get better based on nothing. So maybe this is you. Maybe you needed a wake-up call. Maybe there's things out there that you've always wanted to try or something that you've always wanted to do, but you just assume that you don't have time. And honestly, life can pass you by very quickly. There's a keynote speaker by the name of Gary Vaynerchuk who once said, accomplish the things in the day that you have to do, but 7 p.m. till 2 a.m. is more than enough time to do damage. So yeah, you might have to sacrifice a little bit of sleep, but that is a very small price to pay to eventually change your entire situation. Whether it be building a business or honing a new skill, or if you're somebody that's trying to do online schooling, for example, because that's the only time that you have. And yeah, a lot of people talk a big game like they want to be successful. Everybody says that they want it, but who's actually willing to do what it takes to get it? Like, people want it, but they don't want it bad. Like, they don't want it as much as they want to party. They don't want it as much as they want to hang out with friends. Some people don't want to be successful as badly as they want to sleep. And because of that, we end up trading short-term pleasure for long-term pain. I want to be happy, I want to be in a good mood right now. We have no patience. Like, I don't want to work hard right now, but I will someday. Well, unfortunately, someday isn't one of the days of the week. But changing your situation means you're willing to work hard right now, how most people won't, so that you can live the rest of your life how most people can't. Like I even said before though, this is something just to keep in mind. Maybe this is something that you were never even aware of, and now you have an entirely different outlook on your own situation. But yeah, that's it for this week's video. I hope you did enjoy it. If this is the first video of mine that you've ever seen, please subscribe if you are new. I really do appreciate everybody that does subscribe. If you have any ideas of any topics that you would like to hear, please leave it down in the comment section below. I always do love having new ideas brought to my attention so that I can even expand myself. And until next time, I will see you later. Peace. If I were to ask you if you were self-motivated, you would probably say yes. Honestly, a lot of people think that they actually are self-motivated. But more often than not, the people that claim to be self-motivated are the people that would say something like, I'm going to lose a bunch of weight, or I'm going to learn a new skill, maybe